Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The vision of Doral Academy Charter Middle High School is to set the standard for outstanding student achievement while providing a safe and nurturing academic environment.
Good morning, Firebirds. My name is Michael Gonzalez.
And I'm Nicole Rabat. Today's Friday, November 7th, 2025.
And we thank you for joining us this morning for the 10th episode of our 7th season of our weekly show,
The Rise. This week, we're going beyond the bell because learning and growing isn't limited to the walls of the classroom.
From after-school clubs and volunteer work to sports, we're celebrating the passion and talent that shines after hours. Coming up on today's show, a look into one of our Firebird students juggling football and dance.
A fun montage on how students stays after the bell to study, a look into our athletes' achievements for the week.
All this and more coming up on this week's edition of The Rise.
Our Firebirds excel in any activity beyond the classroom, whether it's extracurriculars, sports, or any performing arts.
For sure, Nicole. But it's honorable to see that any student combine different activities that don't necessarily correlate to each other. Here is Lindsay Brito with an inside look on one athlete who proves that football and dance go hand in hand.
After the final bell rings, most students head home, but for Dante, that's not the case. From the field to the stage, his dedication goes beyond the bell, showing that who you are after school can shape who you become.
As a Hispanic man, I feel like dance is in my blood and my culture. As for football, I was always watching the NFL growing up. When I'm on the field, when I'm in those pads, when I'm on the stage, when I'm in the spotlight, it makes me feel empowered. Like I don't have a care in the world. I don't have to worry about people thinking different thoughts of me. I can only think about myself and how I'm going to do on the field or on the stage.
Whether it's on the field or on stage, it gives him the same rush every time, pushing him to do what he loves the most.
Well, Dante's story is interesting. I don't know that I've ever had anybody that was a dancer or anything like that, but I think that anytime that any of these guys can do things outside of playing football, there's always things that you can learn that you can apply here for us, and it can help in different ways.
Dante's passion is what makes him stand out. It's more than just talent. It's the act of inspiring others to chase what makes them happy.
Dante's commitment to football and dance is really inspirational since he's always ready to meet new people and he always gives it his all. Dante is really a great guy. He's really determined and he always looks forward to everything that he does. I admire about how he's super passionate with dance and football.
From football to dance, Dante proves that you don't have to choose between what you love. Reporting for Firebird TV, I'm Lindsay Brito. Now back to your anchors.
Miami's weather has been treating us pretty well lately. Warm sunshine, cool breezes, and clear skies have made for perfect days outside. Today's temperatures range from a high of 83 to a low of 72. You might want to skip the sunglasses because it'll be mostly cloudy, but it's still great weather for walking between classes. Saturday brings more of a sun with a slight of 25% chance of rain, and temperatures range from a high of 85 to a low of 71. Perfect for a full day. Sunday stays about the same, hovering around 85 to 72. So enjoy the warmth while it lasts. A cold front is on the way.
As a senior, it makes me so emotional to see our whole class united through senior activities. Last Monday, the Doral Senior Breakfast for class of 2026 took place at the Rusty Pelican. Students were able to unite and live moments that are definitely unforgettable. Breakfast was served, activities were played, and superlative awards. It was so nice to see all of our class of 2026 seniors there. You know, it's really rare to see students go above and beyond, even after high school.
I know, it can be hard, but it's definitely necessary. With that said, here is this quick montage of a student putting in the extra effort after the bell rings.
When the final bell rings, most call it a day. But for some, it's just the beginning. The hallways grow quiet, the lights start to dim, and there's that one student still there, finishing a workout, perfecting a song, chasing that one last idea before it fades away. It's not about grades, it's about growth. It's about pushing yourself not because someone told you to, but because you want to. When others rest, you rise. When the world slows down, your passion speeds up. Because success doesn't stop at dismissal. Dedication doesn't end with the day. This is what it means to go beyond the bell.
With November starting and Thanksgiving week coming near, I know I'm already in break mode.
I know, right? But even then, I noticed I still have assignments and important dates I need to meet. And speaking of dates, let's dive into this week's announcements to get you prepared for any upcoming events.
Our Firebird keyboard and singers are hosting their first holiday concert of the year at Guadalupe Church on Thursday, November 13th at 6:30 p.m.
Our Doral Academy Performing Arts will be having a Mentees fundraiser also on Thursday, November 13th from 12 to 9 p.m. Make sure to tell a member you're supporting Doral Academy Performing Arts for 20% off of your purchase to go to funds.
Applications for performing arts are officially open. For those interested, make sure to apply before January 7th, 2026. For more information, visit our Instagram at Doral Academy Preparatory. You know, Nicole, even after the bell, the grind never stops for our student athletes. Their passion, effort, and leadership reflect the heart of our school family.
And that commitment deserves to be highlighted. Whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or through our clubs, Firebirds always give their best. Let's head over to Janice Grullon to catch up on how our teams are performing.
Good morning, Firebirds. As fall sports wrap up, our athletes are still going strong and winter sports are officially underway. Let's take a moment and check in and see how our teams are doing this season. Today, our cross-country team will compete at Larry and Penny Park for the district meet. Next Thursday, our girls soccer team will face Palmetto at 3:30, followed by our boys soccer team hosting downtown Doral at 7 p.m. Now let's take a look on how our athletes performed this week.
On Tuesday, our girls soccer team took on Palmer Trinity, falling short with the score of 4-2. Later that night, our boys soccer team came out strong with a 1-0 win over St. Thomas Aquinas. MVP goes to Jose Lazaro for an outstanding performance. Yesterday, the boys soccer team hit the road against Monarch, coming up short 0-1. Our girls soccer team also traveled, taking down Miami Country Day with a huge 5-3 win. And to close out the week, our volleyball team fought hard against Winter Park, falling 3-0. That's all for this week's sports report. Now, here's one of our soccer players sharing their thoughts on the win against St. Thomas.
This is basically gonna set the standard of like how Doral is, the level that we have, and how we actually play.
Reporting for Firebird TV, I'm Janice Grullon. Now back to your anchors.
And that's all for this week's edition of The Rise. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms at Firebird TV to stay updated with all things school related.
From all of us here at Firebird TV, we wish you a fantastic Friday and an even better weekend.